Hi everyone, this is Rajesh Samant, owner of Rajesh Samant DMIT Professional Brain Laboratory, and I'm here today with 60 minutes video on stock market. So initially, I would like to take you through our accreditation, which has been done in Feb 2021. So this is our accreditation certificate. I'll just roll it up for the visibility. The CPD group, this is to certify that Rajesh Samant DMIT Professional Brain Laboratory is an accredited CPD trainer. Accreditation number 715936. And the date was 9/5, 2021. Since then, we are associated with CPD. Our main business, dermatoglyphics, and on secondary lines, we are promoting Global Financial Awareness Program and Indian Trader Special Edition Program. Alright, so let's go ahead. This 60 minutes may change your life. You may get a new business line. Here, today I would concretely tell you that there is no simple business than stock trading in this world, because everything is readily available. If you have internet, then everything is on your fingertip. The entire world is on your fingertip. You can buy all big company stocks by sitting at your home, in your drawing room, in your living room, or maybe in cinema hall, or maybe shopping mall, or maybe a coffee shop, or wherever you would like to work from, maybe at a leisure resort, or maybe in a pleasure yacht. Anywhere you can sit and you can trade at your own convenience. So let's begin with the disclaimer in financial industry. If you go to financial institutions or financial brokers, or maybe it's asset side, or maybe it's liability side, you would get a disclaimer. So disclaimer usually states that these are financial matters. We are making you aware about our product, but it's completely your duty to do the due diligence, to take the proper advice of a financial expert, your chartered accountant, your attorney, and take any financial decision. Don't blame us for any of your pecuniary loss, that is financial loss. Alright, so let's begin with Rajesh Samant DMIT Professional Brain Laboratories disclaimer. This is mandatory for us as per CPD rules, and we have to hear this disclaimer in bold, unlike the other rest of the world, which is offering you the disclaimer in small letters and in asterisks. Alright, so I'll just read it out for you. Bear with me for 2 minutes, then we'll start the session. Disclaimer: Rajesh Samant DMIT Professional Brain Laboratory, Continuous Professional Development Council London, accredited trainer and a member of International Trade Council USA. Rajesh Samant DMIT Professional Brain Laboratory is an independent coaching and consulting. The Brain Laboratory accompanying material is for information purpose only, and it has been taken from Internet Knowledge Bank reference books. It should not be considered legal or financial advice. You should consult with an attorney or other professional to determine what may be best for your individual needs. Rajesh Samant DMIT Professional Brain Laboratory does not make any guarantee or other promise as to any result that may be obtained from using our content. No one should make any investment decision without first consulting his or her own advisor and conducting his or her own research and due diligence. To the maximum extent permitted by law, Rajesh Samant, DMIT Professional Brain Wizard Laboratory disclaims any and all liability in event of any information, commentary, analysis, opinion, advice or recommendation proved to be inaccurate, incomplete or unreliable or result in any investment or other losses contained on or made available through the website is not intended to and does not constitute legal advice or investment advice, and no attorney-client relationship is being formed. Your use of the information on the website or material link from the web is at your own risk. Alright guys, so thank you for bearing with me for 2 minutes just to make you understand that whatever I am telling you, you have to take it as an additional knowledge. You have to study at your own before trading into the stock market. We are not responsible for any of the profits or losses that you make while trading. So before moving to this part of the presentation, I would like to tell you that everyone has a dream in this world. Everyone has aspiration in this world. Everyone has in Hindi it is called as khaish. हर एक की कोई ना कोई ख्वाहिश है इस जिंदगी में. So if you really look at it, 780 crore odd people in the world, and everyone has one or the another khaish. If you go to kids, then they will say we have to top in our class, because that has been inculcated in their mind and that's their expectation. If you go to adults, they want to define themselves, they want to go further and try and chalk out careers for them. And there are few who are artists who would like to perform on big stage and would like to become superstars, even in sports, even in any of the field. But all these things require a process. That means you get into the process, you go through the process, you complete the process, you move to the next process. Like after your schooling, you go to college, after that you go for post-graduation, and then you go for a job, or either you join your dad's business or you start your own venture. So here all these factors combined together, what inference you can draw? The inference is you have to create an economic activity which will take you up into the ladder of the society. That means now today's my net worth is suppose 1 crore or 10 crore. Then the competitors what I would be having would be in that bracket. I would not have competitors who are earning 50,000 rupees a year or 1 lakh rupees a year. So this is how, suppose you are earning 10 lakh rupees a year. Competitors what you would be having would be in the same bracket, or maybe a little higher bracket like 10 lakh, 12 lakh, 15 lakh salary. So maybe senior manager level. So in that bracket, you compare with your peer group, you try and compete with your peer group, you try and supersede your peer group and try and go further in life. So this is called as your dream or aspiration. So when it comes to when you actually put some efforts into it. So likewise, the first and foremost thing what is required is put some efforts, stay concentrated on the seminar and understand what I'm trying to say. Try and figure out, try and chalk out your plans, because I have attended many seminars, I have trained many students, I have trained many HNI clients. So many of them had plans to become Wolf of Wall Street. Now what is Wolf of Wall Street? Wolf of Wall Street was a movie of Leonardo DiCaprio in Hollywood. So that movie depicts a very super rich broker on Wall Street who has committed a scam. Now, I would never recommend people to become the Wolf of Wall Street in parlance with that movie. If you want to really become a Wolf of Wall Street, really work hard, really have international qualification, go set up an office in United States and start your own broking and do well and with ethics and integrity, go become a good Wolf of Wall Street, not the real Wolf of Wall Street movie, because it is completely based on scam and we never encourage any scam. Even though the markets are highly regulated, there are many regulators, but there are scams in the market as well. Alright, so let's move ahead. Now, coming back to ख्वाहिश of 780 करोड़ people. तो कोई भी ख्वाहिश अधूरी ना रहे, इसके लिए मैं भगवान से प्रार्थना करूंगा हर एक आदमी की हर एक ख्वाहिश पूरी नहीं होती, बट कोई ख्वाहिश अधूरी ना रहे. और इसमें अगर मैं कुछ अपने हिसाब से कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकूं तो इसके लिए मैं कुछ एक बिजनेस आइडिया लोगों को देने वाला हूं इसके माध्यम से. So I'm going to articulate one business idea that start doing trading. Even though you have 25,000 rupees, open a trading account and DMIT account and bank account. Start trading. Even though you make 5,000 rupees a year, that is all right. Nobody is going to ask you, but that will give some confidence, a parallel line of business. And instead of wasting your time on unnecessary things, you will be concentrated on your own business line, which is on your fingertip, which is connected to internet. You are the owner of the business. Nobody is going to ask you why you are doing this business. And even though you make profit, your chartered accountant will take care of the taxation part. There are different taxations for short-term capital gain, long-term capital gain. And even though you lose your money, don't mind about it. As I have told in my previous videos, that there is no cheaper affair than this to start a trading business, but you have to do it very meticulously to learn it and excel into it. So let's move ahead, guys. Let's understand the types of companies in India. Any business venture, if you would like to start, you have to set up a company. So while setting up a company, what do? You first define what type of company you want to start. So as an entrepreneur, I would like to start a proprietorship initially. I'll give you along with one example. Suppose I would like to manufacture pens, writing pens. So now my pen's name could be anything, like say Priscilla pens. So Priscilla, just a name came in my mind. So Priscilla pens, Priscilla, one of my girlfriend in previous time, so I just thought of her. So you can write, I want to register this brand like Pure Cardian and I want to start a company. But initially I would start it like a Rajesh Samant DMIT Professional, Priscilla pens. So now this company, suppose I started in Bombay on today's date, 27th July 2020. What I'll do, I'll go to one facilitator who will be giving me the Shop Act license, and I'll open one current account and the company is started. Now, this is a proprietorship. I'll market the company, business will go from X level to Y level. After a year's time, I would say my turnover would be 10 crores and I'm making profit of 5 crores. So I would say I'll take a partner. So I'll convert it into a partnership fund and I'll recruit some staff, I'll get some offers. So third year, it could be say 50 crores turnover. I'm just giving you a hypothetical example, so don't get into the facts and figures of the example. So third year 50 crores, I would say let's convert it into private limited company. I would ask my partner that it's unmanageable for us to look into all these activities and we want to expand them. So let's convert it into private limited company. We convert it into private limited company. Later on, we understand that we need more capital. We want to take it internationally. We want to establish it all shopping malls in the world, and we have to market it in a big way in digital marketing as well. So now I need capital. I would say I will dilute my further stake and I will go for a public limited company. So I form a public limited company. Maybe say 8 years, 9 years down the line, I would say the company's turnover could be 500 crores, and I would be I need a profit of say 100 crores, and I would say I need more capital. So how I'll raise the capital? Banks, then financial institutions, then short-term lending, or maybe issuing of commercial papers. So these are the way how you can raise finance to expand yourself. Now I want to grow from this level to the next level. So from growing from this level to the next level, what I'll do? I will go to the stock market and I'll ask them that I want to list my company. So stock market will say how long your company has been established, what is the profitability, what is the market capitalization. So they will see all the parameters. If I am satisfying those parameters, they will say, okay, done. So you come up with a red herring prospectus and start your company. So what is red herring prospectus? Red herring prospectus is a offer document given by Priscilla Pence to the stock market to get themselves listed on the stock. Now, that offer document would be there for public review and suggestions within the norms of SEBI. So this document would take 6 months to get finalized. After the document would get finalized, my company is eligible to list. So I will come up with a name. Then whose part comes? Merchant bankers. So merchant bankers would come. Merchant banker would tell you what is the actual share price as per today's date into the market. So how they will do that? They will do it by the way of bookkeeping process. So all these things, terminologies would be different for you. Understand the process first, and if you want to really understand in detail, then there is again remedy to it, which I have mentioned at the end of this presentation. So here you would see that the entire process has taken some time. In 10 years time, I have listed my company. I have come up with an IPO. People subscribe the IPO fully subscribed markets. Shares are floated into the market. Now shares would go into the secondary market for trading. So I can, as a layman, you can purchase my shares of this companies. All right. So now let's go ahead and understand the basic process and type of companies. So type of companies, as I have told you, basis of size, it's micro companies, small companies, medium companies. Basis of number of members, private companies, public companies, and holding companies. Basis of control, subsidiary companies, associate companies, and holding companies. So basis of number of members would be private companies and public companies. The basis of control would be holding companies, subsidiary companies, and associate companies. Basis of liability, limited by shares or by guarantee. And the basis of access to capital, listed companies and unlisted companies. Alright, so let's move ahead. So I have told you about the company types. I have told you about guys, now assume that you guys have opened a company. Company has been listed on stock exchange and it is floating on the secondary. So now you have understood the basic concept of business. Now we'll come back to your own business. If you're a trader or an investor, or maybe a short-term investor, long-term investor, or maybe a day-to-day investor, maybe a day-to-day trader, long-term trader, or a short-term trader. So if you're any one of them, or if you want to become any one of them, the first and foremost thing what you require for your own additional line of business is to start your own trading account, DMIT account, and saving account. And for that, I have come up with one small video. So just watch the video. I'll explain the video completely to you once you watch that. Alright, so what did you understand from this? So I think I'll explain everything to you now. I am a business partner for ICICI Direct as well. Along with that, I am business partner for HDFC and Axis Bank. I have chose 3 of the brokers in the country, which are very good. But here I am just putting one ad just for the sake of understanding. If you would like to open any of the account, you can log on to their websites and you can open online account in hardly 5 minutes. That is the lead time, hardly 5 minutes to 10 minutes, but provided that all documents are in place and the document procedure has been discounted into the disclaimer. Here I would like to tell you, if you really would like to open the DMAT account through us, we would be offering you some extra goodies from our side. That is 3,500 rupees psychometric test from WIZARD Laboratory site. It would be absolutely free for you. If you would really like to do that, in description box I have mentioned my mobile number, my email ID and the stock trading link as well. You can fill up the contact form, or else you can contact me on WhatsApp, or else you can email me. A guy from ICICI Bank will call you and will open 3 of the accounts for you and your business will start. So, which are those 3 accounts? One is saving account, one is DMAT account, and one is trading account. So, what is trading account? Trading accounts wherein securities are being bought and sold. It is a pass-through investment account. Second, your DMAT account where securities are stored in electronic form. It is like your bank account, and suppose you buy today ICICI Bank shares or ICICI Security share, it will come in your DMAT account after 2 days, and that will be your own asset, and that denotes ownership into ICICI Direct or ICICI Bank. Maybe a fractional owner, but you are the owner of that particular company. If you buy Reliance share or if you buy Adani share, then you are the fractional owner of that. Now, coming back to the basic point, trading account, DMAT account, and your bank account is 3-in-1 available in ICICI, HDFC, Axis Bank. So these are premium brokers. The brokerages are very competitive because the discounted brokers are offering very less brokerages. So these players have also come on their toes and they are offering very discounted brokerages. If you come through us, I am telling you the additional benefit of 3,500 rupees. And you can check the description box if you would like to open the account, or else if you would like to get enrolled for our coaching to deeply learn into technical analysis, fundamental analysis, day-to-day trading, or maybe your international trading, and if you want to work on futures, options. So all these factors is been given in my curriculum, which is already on my website, so you can check my services. There you will find 2 columns. There are informatics, there are program designs, and let me clear you one thing: we are not any university or we are not any institution. We are independent coaching house, and we are here to provide you knowledge by the way of giving you conceptual learning, direct learning, and doing more demos with you, more demo trades with you, providing you free demo accounts, maybe on Indian stock, or maybe international stocks, or maybe international equities, or international CFD brokers. We can provide you as many demo accounts as you want. You can practice it. I will practice along with you in those sessions, and then you can actually trade and become a good trader. So up till now, in last 2 years, I'm in this business for last 2 years. I have trained around about 30-35 foreign nationals, and I was associated with Avudha EDTech as lead trainer for stock market in English. Where also you can do this course. They have their own philosophy. Now I am no more associated with them, but they do have their own curriculum designed, and I have given commentary and my own designs to them. So they have come up with their own curriculum and design. So we can do the course there as well, as I was associated with them. I'm just doing another way of doing course. So here, whatever is mentioned in my design, there I'll discount the course for you by 50%, 60%, and along with that, I'll be offering you a lot of goodies, lot of gifts. These are all international programs, personality development programs, then your other programs like World Encyclopedia, and also we have got the first copies from few Section 8 companies, that is non-profitable organizations. So I would like to distribute those things to you. The volume 1 to 22 would cost 50,000 in the market, wherein we have got a cheaper rate, but we can provide you in a pen drive. We have logistics offices, one in Europe and one in US, one in Austria and one in California. So these are through Shipitu. Shipitu is a logistic company. So they need a warehousing address, so we have to have international addresses. Alright, so this is about my proposition to you guys. Open DMAT account, trading account and saving account and start your trading. In trading account portal, if you need more information, you can log on, you can come to me. I provide 1 or 2 more sessions as well. We can define the price, and if you really want to do demo trade, I can teach you demo trade as well. Apart from my regular curriculum design, but I take very few students. I am a trader by myself. I do consulting into DMIT. We are in business of dermatographics as well, and as and when time permits, I do coaching to individually to students. We have not recruited anyone, so it's an independent coaching kind of an activity. So let's move ahead and understand the Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange. Just before moving ahead, I would like to display my visiting card. Rajesh Samant, Independent Financial Associate, ICICI Securities Limited. This was my personal address, which has been changed now. Mobile number 8830459435. Email ID rajesh.samant @hotmail.com. So you can ping on my WhatsApp on the same number, or you can text, or you can put your message on my email, or else I am going to give you another email ID which is connected to my website, and accordingly you can contact me for opening of 3-in-1 account, and I will direct the inquiry to ICICI Direct. I have told you what is the benefit of opening a DMAT account with us. You will get a psychometric test free from our side, and there is no charge at all for DMAT account, trading account, and your saving account. But of course, you have to keep some minimum balance with ICICI Bank. That is 5,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees. I'm not really sure, but 5,000 rupees if you are opening a 3-in-1 account. So regularly, if you go to ICICI Bank, they will charge you 10,000 rupees minimum balance. So what is minimum balance? That means your MAB, that is monthly average balance, should be 10,000 rupees. That means if you put 20,000 rupees, if you spend 10,000 rupees, they will not charge you anything. But if 10,000 rupees become 5,000 rupees, then they will charge you something. So there are charges for not maintaining the minimum required balance in the saving account. So that is the definition of your minimum balance. So that minimum balance is required in your saving bank account. That you go to any bank, they will charge you some or the another amount to open the account. Alright, so this is all about ICICI Bank and ICICI 3-in-1 account. So if you would like to go for it, just please text on my mobile, or you can just text me on my email. Bombay Stock Exchange and New York Stock Exchange. National Stock Exchange. I'm so sorry. So stock exchanges What is a stock exchange? A stock exchange is a form of exchange which provide services for stockbrokers and traders to trade stocks, bonds, and other securities. Securities traded on stock exchange include stock issued by companies, unit trust, derivatives, pooled investment products, and bonds. Securities traded on stock exchange include stock issued by companies, unit trusts, derivatives, pooled investment products, and bonds. Stock exchanges in India are governed by Securities Exchange Board of India. There are three major stock exchanges: National Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange, and Calcutta Stock Exchange. Two prominent exchanges: Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange, which is located in Mumbai. National Stock Exchange of India Limited (NSE) is the country's leading stock exchange located in financial capital of India. NSE provides a modern, fully automated screen-based trading system with over 2 lakh trading terminals. NSE offers trading in the following segment: equities, derivatives, and debt segment. National Stock Exchange, stocks of Nifty, ACC, Ambuja, Asian Paints, Axis Bank, Bajaj Auto, BPCL, Dr. Reddy's Lab. So these are the stocks which are into Nifty 50 basket. Trade details from exchange to NSCCL, that is Clearing Corporation, and NSCCL notifies trade details to clearing members. Pay in advice of funds, instruction to clearing banks, instruction to depositors, pay in securities, pay in funds, pay out securities, pay out funds. So I can't explain the entire process to you in detail, but this is how your money gets routed through valid intermediaries who process your money and your transactions, and at the end it gets either profit or mark-to-market losses has been communicated to you and may be added or getting deducted from your saving bank account. Bombay Stock Exchange established in little invisible, so I'll just make it large. So Bombay Stock Exchange established in 1875, Asia's first stock exchange and one of the leading exchange. More than 5,000 companies are listed on PSE, making it world's #1 exchange in terms of listed members. So today's date, Bombay Stock Exchange has been awarded the Golden Peacock Global CSR Award. Difference between NSE and BSE, don't look at this. These are old figures. So NSE, the listed companies are in between 6,000 to 6,700, and BSE, it is around about 5,500 to 6,000. BSE Sensex is the indices for Bombay Stock Exchange, and CNX Nifty for National Stock Exchange. The market capitalization for both the exchanges are now in trillion. Bombay Stock Exchange is the oldest stock exchange, and National Stock Exchange is the largest stock exchange. Bombay Stock Exchange was formed in 1875, and National Stock Exchange was formed in 1992. Thank you so much, guys, for your patient listening. Now let's have some fun. Let's go to NSE's website and let's decide. Let's understand which are the segments, which are the stocks are listed there, and as we have understood, equity segment, debt segment, and your derivative segment. So we'll just see how everything has been depicted into NSE's web, and there you'll have a fair idea of all the products in shorter span of time, it is quite difficult to give you the entire idea of product, but as much as I can deliver, I would like to deliver. So next 5-10 minutes, we'll see the National Stock Exchange website. So good news, guys. 27 July, markets are pretty up. 80 points on Nifty and maybe 240 points on Bombay Stock Exchange. I have not checked it, but usually it is 3 times. So here you would see a lot of indices: Nifty 50, Nifty Next 50, Nifty Mid Cap, Nifty Bank, Financial, Nifty Auto, Nifty Media, Nifty Pharma. So all these indices comprising of their particular industry specific stocks. So how you read the website? First of all, you go to About Us, you understand what is the business line they are into, then you understand who are the key personnel who are driving the business, then you understand who are the investors, then you understand who are the regulators and their role. So this is how About Us is always being designed. So I'll just show you. If you want to read about NSE, you have to go to NSE's website and can print it out for your own understanding. It was formed in 1992. India's leading stock exchange. It's in Mumbai. Around about 300 trading members, that means the brokers. As I have told you, ICICI Securities is one of the broker, HDFC Securities, Axis Bank Securities. Likewise, you have Motilal, you have Zerodha, then Upstocks. So all these are brokers and registered intermediaries of stock exchange through whom you can trade. You cannot directly trade on NSE website, but you can get the live VSAT terminal data. There may be 2-3 paisa difference between a broker's price and this price. That is because of the timing of server timing. So Nifty 50, basket of 50 stocks. So check out this Nifty 50 stocks. I'll read out free stocks for you. L&T 1754. How you read this? Last traded price 1799. So the opening was 1754 rupees. High was 1819 and low was 1750. And at present the last traded price was 1799.55. So the percentage change is 48 rupees, and percentage in terms of percentage it is 2.76%. So likewise you have Axis Bank, ICICI Bank, you have SBI. These are the big short banks in India. So all are under Nifty. So Nifty 50 comprising of 50 heavyweight stocks. Heavyweight stock in the sense their market capitalization is so high that they have been treated as category A stocks. Like in Bollywood, they are category A actors who are in Bollywood films, like new generation actors Ranbir Kapoor, Ranveer Singh, Deepika Padukone. These are A category actors. Then your other actors, Salman Khan, Shah Rukh Khan, and your Amir Khan. All these are A category actors. Of course, Amitabh Bachchan, big B of Bollywood. So these are all A category. Likewise, you have large cap, you have small cap, and you have mid cap. So in mid cap, you would say average actors, which are not class actors, but average actors who are working in your OTT platforms. Even A class actors, they work in OTT platform, but selectively. Then B class and C class could be Bhojpuri, then Tollywood, which are not so famous. So those actors could be treated into C class. So likewise, you have companies into A class, B class, and C class in your stock market as well. You have to pick and choose those companies correctly by doing fundamental and technical analysis. So this is all about stock market. Here you have debt market data. Debt market is far bigger than your anticipation. Overnight bank call rate market, it is called as, which runs at night as well, wherein money is being parked overnight by banks and they earn some or the another interest percentage on that, and they play arbitrage among themselves. So it is being played by the big boys, that is either banks or financial institutions, uh, and that is called as debt market. But of course, there is a retail segment as well called as retail debt market as well. Then you have derivatives. Derivatives are the contract like future and option. These contracts are the contracts between two parties wherein they are agreed upon certain price for a future date. That means the contract will get executed on a future date for a specific price. If you want to learn more about future and options, you can log on to our web www.training.jimbosites.com. Go to contact us page, fill up the form, and contact us. We'll teach you the future and option in detail. But we recommend that before trading, you have to practice it 100 times and then only you have to jump into that, because these stunts are performed by experts only. So before taking a takeoff of your future and option journey, you have to learn the F&O aircraft very properly, and you have to have some amount of flying hours to satisfy the criteria to learn that. So that is not given by SEBI, but by your own self, own hygiene and own discipline. Then only you would be able to survive in that. Otherwise, in my last 20 years of financial markets career, I have seen many people, many uh, small companies have become bankrupt. Small investment companies who have invested wrongly or who play too aggressively, so they have become bankrupt, and then again to recover losses they have went for further debts, and they have even there are even further losses to them, and few of them have committed suicide as well. So many stories in stock market. Then so many people have made humongous amount of money as well. Like I always give one example of MRF, one small time worker in Bombay. He has called up NDTV executive for regarding information on their open-ended call. So on that open-ended call, that mill worker said that my forefather has kept one uh, small A4 size page which is describing some shares. I am not able to read it also. properly. It is written MRF. So the guy asked him how many MRF shares are there. So he said 100,000 shares. So he was surprised. He fainted on his seat, and then when he actually given it to the lead host, so the lead host was also surprised. He said, "Why my grandfather has not kept something like this?" Because overnight this man became, I would say, billionaire. Because 100 crores, 80 crores is the price for 1,000 shares. So 10,000 shares, 800 crores. So 8,000 crores was the share. 800 crores was the share price altogether. So 1,000 shares could be 8 crores, 80 crores. So maybe 10,000 shares could be 800 crores, and this is 8,000 crores. So one overnight he became billionaire. A mill worker became billionaire because of MRF shares. So accordingly, they have given him guidance, consulting, and that fellow became rich. So I need to say this can create fortunes. This can create misfortunes as well. So one has to be very cautious, and one has to be have knowledge and adequate understanding of products and services before jumping to any investment decisions. So at the end of this session, I am going to especially tell you what are the do's and don'ts which has been published by NSDL, that is National Securities Depository Limited. One point I have missed, that there are two depositories. One is National Securities Depository Limited and CDSL, that is Central Depository Limited. So here the next topic what I'm going to take now is fundamental analysis and technical analysis. Just give me a second, I'll just open it and we'll begin with fundamental analysis and technical analysis. Alright guys, so coming back to our fundamental analysis and technical analysis thing. So practice makes man perfect, as the saying goes. You have to practice fundamental analysis and technical analysis more and more. You have to shortlist your stocks, and you have to do fundamental analysis and technical analysis. I will explain you what is fundamental analysis and technical analysis, and I will tell you how it is being done. So fundamental analysis is a method of determining a stock's real or fair value. Fundamental analysis search for stocks that are currently trading at prices that are higher or lower than the real value. So it is being done with three. It is being done in three parts: economic analysis, industry analysis, and company analysis. So what are the approaches to this particular thing? That is top-down approach, macro, micro, and intrinsic value, or micro, macro, and intrinsic value. So these are the approaches given to fundamental analysis. There are two types of fundamental analysis: quantitative analysis and qualitative analysis. Quantitative is inclined towards goodwill, market conditions, brand value, and company performance. In contrast, the quantitative analysis is statistically driven. Fundamental analysis is often compared with technical analysis. Alright guys, so let's move ahead. What are the examples of fundamental analysis? EPS, diluted EPS, earning per share related to portion of company's profit, price to earning ratio, price to book ratio, return on equity. So overall you see how the company is doing, that you ascertain by doing fundamental analysis. For that, the basic thing you need to read is anatomy, wherein you will find all this information. First of all, who's who. So the company promoters, then the company proposed plans, the company's current standing, then you will read the cash flows, profitability statements, then you'll compare it with the industry. Then once you compare it with the industry, then you compare it with the economy. So that is called as EIC analysis, wherein you compare it with the peer group of industry. Like if I suppose I am comparing banks, I will compare ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, and HDFC Bank, because this is a peer group. Then as an industry as a whole, if I am comparing, then I will consider public sector banks and private sector banks and other financial institutions and finance as group as a whole I would consider, and then I'll compare it with the macroeconomic indicators. So which are the macroeconomic indicators? Your direct, indirect taxation rate, GDP ratios, then your economic indicators, your interest rates. So all these factors also in the direction of that particular industry and in turn of that particular stock. So it's a very well studied act. You have to understand it thoroughly, then only you will be able to do it. Just you read some books or read some videos. That's not the methodology. We have the software to do fundamental analysis. Very surprisingly, people do not have that. So this is called as a backtesting software, which we are offering free along with our coaching program. So fundamental analysis, wherein just you have to put the figures of 5 years, it will calculate ratios, it will give you the overall ratio analysis of that particular industry. So economic and market value analysis of financial statement, forecasting relevant payoffs, formulating a security value, making a recommendation. So these are the ways you can do fundamental analysis. The goal of fundamental analysis is to come up with a fair value of a company by evaluating all aspects of business along with industry, the market as a whole, and the domestic and global environment. Alright, so this is all about this is all about fundamental analysis. Now let's move to technical analysis. Technical analysis is a trading discipline employed to evaluate investments and identify trading opportunities in price trends and patterns seen on charts. So as the definition goes, to ascertain the future price trends and patterns, you plot it on a graph and then you ascertain whether the markets are going up, going down, or maybe the security is going up, or maybe the security is going down. This is called as technical analysis. So technical analysis will use us trading activity and price changes of security can be valuable indicators of the security's future price movements. Technical analysis for basic principles alternate between the range expansion and range contraction. Trend continuation is more likely than reversal and in one or two ways. Climax or rollover, momentum precedes price. In this method, there are three main aspects that you must consider during the technical analysis: stock charts, moving averages, technical indicators. Usually 20 days moving average and 50 days moving average is ideal. Technical indicators like RSI, then Bollinger Band, then your stochastic oscillators. So all these are indicators. This you can put and ascertain the current trend in the security. Momentum indicators. So movement in the security, whether it is moving upward or downward. Then price indicators, the price variations are being captured with regression and correlation, and it is being depicted on the graph. Support and resistance. So at what level the stock would have support and what level it would have resistance. Stock volume. So what is the current volume on that is the current outstanding contracts on National Stock Exchange. That is also being displayed every moment on National Stock Exchange website. So all fair game, my friends, from broker side, from SEBI side, and from the stock market side. But you have to be cautious. You have to read everything carefully. You have to take cautious calls and then have to move it. For example, of technical analysis, a trader might start looking at how the security is doing on daily charts. It is performing bullish on daily basis. The trader might then look at its hourly chart to find an optimum point of entry of the stock. So this is all about technical analysis. So almost I am done with my 60 minutes training out here. At the end, I would like to again reiterate the disclaimer, but before that, I would like to showcase the do's and don'ts given by National Stock Exchange, National Securities Depository Limited. This is for your reference. Keep these points in mind before investing. Read all the documents carefully before signing. Point number one, signing. Signing, it means you are giving your consent to the financial people, so you have to read those documents very carefully. So, even though if you come for coaching, there is one disclaimer. The disclaimer, what I read, I get it signed that you have agreed on the disclaimer. That means you have no recourse on any financial institution or Rajesh Samant DMIT Professional to claim any liability. So for that, you have to read the documents quite carefully. Always deal with SEBI registered stockbroker or authorized person or any for any investment in securities market. What do you mean by this? So as I have told you, ICICI Securities is a registered broker and I am an authorized person to recommend you ICICI Securities. So I am recommending it, but the procedure would be done by their employees. Their employee will come to your doorstep. He will open the bank account for you and your 3-in account documents he'll collect and they will open the 3-in-1 account. So always deal with SEBI registered stockbroker. If it could have been HDFC, then he is also a registered stockbroker. If it would have been a Axis Bank, then that is also a registered intermediary. Always make payments to the registered intermediary using banking channels. No payment in the name of employee or intermediary. What does it mean? Rajesh Samant is recommending you ICICI Direct. You do not have to pay check in the name of Rajesh Samant DMIT Professional Brain Wizard Laboratory for your investments. For your coaching fees, you can give. Suppose I decide my coaching fees is 10,000 rupees, 15,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees, 25,000 rupees, 50,000 rupees, or 99,000, which is the highest program that I offer. So any of them, then only you have to pay to Rajesh Samant DMIT Professional. But if you want to invest your 1 lakh rupee, then you have to pay to the registered intermediary, a registered broker only, that is in the name of ICICI Direct. Nowadays, this happens through bank transfer, so you do not have to transfer it like that. Then remember that nobody can promise you guaranteed returns in stock market. It is neither allowed or not possible. That means nobody in the stock market can offer you the guaranteed returns. If somebody is offering you, it could be a verbal communication and unquote communication, which may be understanding between you and the party. But when it comes to legal documentation, nobody, neither financial institution nor the company, gives you any promise that this could be there could be an assured return of so and so percent, unless it is bank which is offering FD interest rate, which is not connected to equity markets. That is completely debt market. Okay, register your email ID and mobile number and your trading, DMAT and bank account to get regular alerts on transactions. So these are do's. Now let's understand don'ts. Do not invest and trade on the basis of tips. Do not share the password of your online trading and DMAT account with anyone. Quite clear. Don't share the OTP. Do not invest in chit funds, Ponzi schemes, and unregistered collective investment companies. Do not follow herd mentality for investment. Seek expert herd mentality. That means you listen to the tips and all, and then you buy shares. Never do that. Seek expert advice or professional advice for your investment. So that's all from my side, guys. I have given you whatever basic knowledge is required in this 60 minutes to trade. So start trading. All the best. Make money. And you want to learn it in detail. You want to learn it further. You want to practice it. You want many more live demos, many more live sessions. Then you're always welcome to Rajesh Samant DMIT Professional Brain Wizard Laboratory, www.trading.jimdosite.com. This is my commercial blog. 8830459435 is my mobile number. and stock demo numerical 0 @ gmail.com is my Gmail ID. Either you can directly contact me or you can fill up the contact form for any further information. All the best, do well, and Jai Hind. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for joining this 1 hour session, and this will be free for the entire public. We'll be releasing the premiere by the evening. So all the best to all those viewers who are going to watch my video, and if it would make some difference in their life, if they would get some or the another business line because of this, and if they start doing well, then I feel that I have contributed a bit from my side to the welfare of public and to the welfare of the nation. Thank you so much. Bye-bye and Jai Hind. The last part, that is disclaimer. So I'll read out the disclaimer once again. Rajesh Samant, DMIT Professional Brain Wizard Laboratory, accompanying Professional Development Council, London, accredited trainer and member of International Trade Council. Rajesh Samant, DMIT Professional Brain Wizard Laboratory is an independent coaching and consulting. The information provided by Rajesh Samant, DMIT Professional Brain Wizard Laboratory is a complying material is for information purpose only, and it has been taken from internet knowledge banks, reference books. It should not be considered legal or financial advice. What you should consult with an attorney or other professional to determine what may be best for your individual needs. The Rajesh Samant DMIT Professional Brain Wizard Laboratory does not make any guarantee or other promise as to any result that may be obtained from using our content. No one should make any investment decision without first consulting his or her financial advisor, conducting his own research and due diligence to the maximum extent permitted by law. Rajesh Samant DMIT Professional Brain Wizard Laboratory disclaims any and all liability in the event of information, commentary, analysis, opinion, advice, or recommendation proved to be inaccurate, incomplete, or unreliable, or result in any investment or other losses. Content or made available through the web is not intended to and does not constitute legal advice or investment advice. No other client relationship will inform your use of the information on the web or material linked on the web is at your own risk.